What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you an NFL trade prediction video on DeAndre Hopkins. I believe he'll be traded to the LA Chargers. Now, let's talk about why. But before we get started, guys, if you allow me a little bit of patience, I'm going to go on about a quick 2-minute, 2.5-minute, maybe 3-minute rant. Just on the landscape of some of the ownerships and the leadership of some of these franchises in Major League Sports, not just football. So let's get into that real quick first. So, Tennessee Titans fans, ownership, leadership, all that good stuff. And it's not just them, but a bunch of teams, a bunch of franchises, a bunch of ownerships and leaderships around the whole Major League Sports. It seems like they're kind of dumb. And I hate using the word dumb, but these people make a lot of money. They they hire a bunch of people, analytics, all that good stuff, but they make the dumbest moves in the world. And let's talk about the Titans, right? Me, myself, a regular old person, working 9 to 5, got a family, kids in sports, I'm busy, all that good stuff, right? I've been calling this since the spring. I've been doing, and you follow my channel at all, I don't do one team specific video. I don't cover just one team. I cover all teams. Whatever story I seem interested in or seem cool to me, I will cover it. I do the Jaguars one day. I'll do this team one day. I'll do that team on one day. But I'm a Falcons fan by nature and by heart, right? But throughout this whole entire offseason, I've done Titans videos about them, or I've mentioned them in other videos, like 5 players who could be traded during the offseason, 5 players who be traded during the season, all that good stuff, right? And every video I've said about the Titans, I've been saying from day one since I started doing the offseason that the Titans are guaranteed to be sellers around the trade deadline. They will guarantee to be on a rebuild coming soon. So why when certain moves come up, Titans fans on my butt like I'm crazy? I've been saying from the get-go, and this video you can find on my channel, trade Henry to the Bills, trade Henry to the Ravens, trade Henry to the Cowboys. This was during the offseason. Trade Kevin Byard to the Raiders. And I said this back then. I said, hey, it wasn't a prediction. It was like a proposal. Let's just say Byard did come out and say he didn't want to take a pay cut, right? I said, hey, if y'all want a receiver back, trade him to the Raiders, and then you get back Hunter Renfrow. Titans fans tore me up. We're not trading Byard. He's staying, all that stuff, and now he's going for nothing for the Philadelphia Eagles. I said trade or cut Tannehill. Eat the money. Just start Levis, start Willis, and just see what you got in those 2 young guys. Now it's week 7, week 8. Tannehill's down, and you're gonna start Willis and Levis to see what you have for the rest of the season for the most part. So there's that. Then you have bringing in DeAndre Hopkins, who's the center point of this video. Sign him for what reason? You know the team's gonna be sorry. Like why would you sign him to a contract just for him to be in the trade rumors a couple months later? It's like, it's like these GMs and presidents and the head coaches are behind on the time. Like, you don't see where your team is at. What people at home like me who do this for, not a hobby I get paid for, but I do it, as a secondary option for a job and just for the love of sports, that we see what's going on with your own franchise and y'all live it day to day. Y'all breathe this stuff, eat this stuff, bleed this stuff, cry this stuff, and y'all don't see what's going on. Like, it's just dumb to me. But let's get into the video. DeAndre Hopkins, who's having a pretty good season for the Titans, and I said this from the get-go. Go on my channel as well. The offseason, I was begging for the Chiefs to trade for DeAndre Hopkins. I thought they could have avoided some of their wide receiver woes this season, which they kind of got over a little bit. Rashee Rice, he's stepping up. They got McCole Hardman back. Kelsey's still there, so they might not need Hopkins now. But during the preseason, or during the offseason, I said bring in Hopkins. He'll be a great fit. They didn't do it. So they went the cheaper route. They just went with all young guys, which is cool. No problem, because it's still working out for them. But I'm thinking the Chargers, to me, are a great fit for him, especially with Mike Williams being out for the rest of the season. Now, DeAndre Hopkins' contract could be an issue. That's the first thing there. Owe a nice amount of money. He's not due to be a free agent until 2025. So if you do trade for him, what's going to happen next season when Mike Williams is healthy? Quinn Will, no, what's the Quentin Johnston from TCU, the rookie who's not playing well at all this rookie season. He should be better next year. You got Keenan Allen still, so it's going to be tough to work out next year. But I think to really hone in on Herbert, hone in on Brandon Staley, and if the Chargers believe in him as a head coach, give him a team to work with. And I think really giving them Hopkins to pair with Allen and also Palmer would be awesome, would be great for Herbert and the whole entire offensive chemistry. It'll make them that more dangerous. Now, no, they're kind of behind the eight ball now. Defense not playing up the par consistently. Offense not playing up the par consistently either. So and it seems like the only two people they have that's really on the offense playing well right now, Keenan Allen and Josh Palmer. So it's like, you got to have someone else to really take the pressure off those two guys. Eckler not playing the best, also was banged up for a good little while. The tight ends, they're cool, but none of them are really stand out. O-line is solid. Defense, like I said, they're inconsistent. You're going to need something to help you get pushed over that edge to make a playoff run, because Herbert, with that big contract, you have to start making playoffs more often. You have to make runs in the playoffs also. And I think bringing in a guy like Hopkins will really do that for them. I know some Chargers fans talk to me as well about bringing in Jeremy Chin for the defense. I'm not mad at it. I'm not opposed to it. But the offense really needs help badly, in my personal opinion. And I just really think bringing in Hopkins, worry about next year. This year, you have Hopkins, you have Keenan Allen, you have Palmer, you have all those tight ends who are all cool, but none of them stand out to be great. You have Eckler, hopefully he can bounce back and stay healthy with a couple good backup running backs, and you have Herbert. That's an offense that puts fear in some defenses. Right now, defenses shouldn't be scared of him. Herbert can use his legs, but he's prone to mistakes. Interceptions, all that stuff. But having Hopkins give you an extra dynamic, or give you something different you don't have, because Mike Williams been out since week 1, week 2, I believe. So I think Hopkins will be a great fit in that Chargers offense. As far as Tennessee Titans goes, might as well trade them. Trade the house. You already traded Byard. I said as well trade. Well, I was gonna do a video, and I might not worry about it now, but I say trade Henry to the Ravens or whoever the best buyer is, Bills, whatever, Bengals, Browns, whatever. Trade Henry to whatever you can get for him. Tannehill probably got to eat that. Nobody wants him now. Your best shot was doing the summer probably. Trade whoever you can get some assets for. Because it will be a change of the guard after this season, in my personal opinion. And also Treylon Burks. Is he a miss at wide receiver? We're not quite sure yet. Doesn't look like he's playing too well. Do you have a quarterback? Malik Willis probably not the starter potential that they thought he was, and then you have Will Levis. We're going to see against my Falcons. I think Sunday. So yeah, the Titans are in a weird spot. They're in a tough spot with a good coach like Mike Vrabel, with a good defense, Simmons and Harold Landry and those guys. It's like, man, I think if you'd have started on this stuff earlier, you could have gotten more assets maybe during the offseason than during the trade deadline. But like I said, teams are needy now. It is a possibility that you could have, you could probably do something now and get some good returns for guys, But the thing is, you can't be too prideful. You can't be too greedy. Don't overprice those guys if you're the Titans. Don't overprice Henry. I know he's a great back still. He's a big outlier though. All older backs. He's 30, 31. Should be on a decline. A year or two ago, he's still playing well, but don't overprice it. He's on last year's contract. Teams aren't worried about y'all resigning him to another contract next season. So, if you don't want to eat the rest of the year and call it just a failure, you're gonna get something back for him. Lower your standards just a little bit. Don't ask for a first. Ask for a second or a third. Get what you can back. Same for Hopkins. Same for whoever else you deem could be available via trade by the trade deadline. I did a YouTube short video the other day on Danico Autry, the pass rusher. So I think at least I think two out of three of those guys I mentioned, Autry, Hopkins, and who was the other guy? Henry, Derrick Henry, the main big guy. I think two of those three guys will be moved, and I'm leaning towards Hopkins and Autry. I'm concerned about the Titans' asking price for Derrick Henry, and also he got I think he's due about $5.5, $6 million left for the rest of this season. Will a team want to take that on, or will the Titans pay half of that, or some of that, or most of that for him to be traded? They just might, they just might do right by him if a team does step up and give a good offer. So it is possible all three of those guys could be moved. But Autry, as I said in my YouTube short video a couple days ago, he's 33, 10-year veteran, last year of his contract, just like Henry. You might as well move him. You might as well move him to get what you can back for him. Obviously, Autry will get you back maybe a 5th, 6th, 7th round pick. Henry, you will hope to get more. And then Hopkins, I said, get what you can for him, 3rd, 4th, something like that, in my personal opinion. But yeah, man, that little rant in the front was needed, in my personal opinion, because the Titans kind of upset me a little bit, because I've been calling for it all. I've been seeing the vision all year. The Titans will be sorry. They will be sellers. So why keep these guys until this? I mean, I understand it's a business. You can't sell everybody at a trade deadline. I mean, at the off season, but they didn't give away nobody. They let everybody stay, but you knew y'all weren't gonna really play well. So what's the real point? But whatever. Chargers getting Hopkins. That's my opinion on that. That's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.